Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for our Sunday service. I'm Edna Sensei. Please join us in prayer. Mediation prayer. Two. Let us seek the sacred mediation of Konko Daijin, sincerely and wholeheartedly each and every day. May we receive the mediation of you with all our hearts and souls on this day, this very moment. Ikigami Konko Daijin sama, Ikigami Konko Daijin sama, Ikigami Konko Daijin sama, Ikigami Konko Daijin sama. Purification prayer. Through the way of mediation, may our sincere apologies be acceptable to you, our Lord. We acknowledge our mistakes and misunderstandings, arrogance and ignorance of your divine favor. We apologize for all our shortcomings and errances from past generations. Let us amend our way of living to reflect your divine will, with a pure, joyful, and loving heart, always one with you. Kami prayer. Reverently we pray. The brilliance of heaven, the richness of earth, time flows without cease, years pass without end. In heaven and earth is the life that nurtures all. In heaven and earth is the truth that covers all. For these wondrous form, for these wondrous works, let us pray Tenchi Kami Kami. Let us pray the divine parent of the universe. Kami loves and cares for all humanity, all those who live between heaven and earth. To revere Kami as a divine parent, to live in Kami's infinite blessings, this is the way. Yet many not knowing the way are lost in greed and selfishness, and suffer the cycle of misfortunes, greatest sorrow. Our founding father, Konko Daijin, suffered many trials in this world, but he held fast to faith and sincerity. He received Kami's great blessing, and began a life of mutual fulfillment of common humanity. Humbly we pray. The divine parent with which was fulfilled, Konko Daijin accepted the call's mediation, having to the mutual benefit of Kami and humanity. By day he taught the way of faith to all who sought him, expounding the blessings of heaven and earth, and he knew not the coming of night. By night he prayed for those who grieved, seeking salvation for all who suffered, and he knew not the dawning of day. Though years passed and the world changed, he did not waver from his task, divine task of mediation. Thus was given the sacred Pacific, for the right principle of daily life. The divine favor was thus renewed, and blessings flowed universally, establishing the way of eternal prosperity. By the mediation of Yano Sensei, by blessings and revelation, we are given knowledge of the way, through all our hearts of the world, to gain a body and soul. The way of mediation teaches us to turn our hearts to Kami. Without regard for day or night, whether we are near or far, the way of mediation teaches us to pray with total trust. For living unaware of divine favor, we offer our sincere apologies and pledge to mend our ways. Let us live our faith every day, seeking and rejoicing in your divine favor. Let us care for those in need and invite them to the way. Let us guide those who are lost and awaken them to a life of purpose. Kami is fulfilled in us, we are fulfilled in Kami. May this way of mutual fulfillment be manifested in this world. May Kami's wish for true peace and the well-being of all people be fulfilled. So we humbly pray, so earnestly pray. Recitation of Tenchi Kakitsu. Ikigami Konko Daijin Tenshi Kami no Kami Desu ni Nai Wahiawa wa kokoro ni ari Kongetsu kamichi de tamami. Pray sincerely with all your heart, divine with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within hearts grateful and caring in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always now and forever on this very day pray. Ikigami Konko Daijin Tenshi Kami no Kami Desu ni Nai Wahiawa wa kokoro ni ari Kongetsu kamichi de tamami. Pray sincerely with all your heart, be one with Kami. Kami's blessings begin within hearts grateful and caring in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always now and forever on this very day pray. Dear Kiyami Konko Daijin Sama and Tenchi Kami no Kami-sama, we have gathered here today at the Konko Mission Wahiawa for this regular Sunday service in honor and appreciation of your divine workings of the universe. The regular blessings we receive on a daily basis are the greatest blessings we can ask for. Your energy exists in everything, from the sunlight that warms and lights up the planet to the air we breathe. Your energy exists in us humans and plants and animals, in fishes and birds, in everything. Your energy existed since the beginning of time. It can never be created nor destroyed. We are surrounded by your workings that continue to provide for us. So we would like to take this very brief moment of our day to say thank you. This year will mark the 82nd year since the founding of this church by the late Reverend Haruko Takahashi. Please guide us in her pursuit to continue the legacy of this church. She has sincerely dedicated her life to serving people and serving Kami-sama. We thank her for her faith, which continues till this day. We give thanks to the Reverends Yasuhiro and Reiko Yano, our family, the church members, and friends of this church, who help in many ways to continue this place in Wahiawa. Please continue to guide us in our daily lives and bless every cell in our body from head to toe. At this time, let us take a moment to reflect upon the many blessings we receive and extend a deep prayer for people who are unaware of your blessings and so may experience hardship and suffering. We pray that Kami-sama within all of us shines through, and we pray that even one more person can realize your great workings and be saved. Thank you again for all that you do. Silent prayer. Adoration Prayer, page 7. We lift our eyes in awe toward heaven soaring above. We lift our eyes in awe toward heaven soaring above. We bow our heads in prayer for earth rich and deep, living under such gifts of Kami's great giving. How happy and grateful we are. Initiation of Ikigami Konko Daijin does not stop for a single day. The protection of the divine prayer embraces all far and wide. The blessings of Kami flow without limit through all generations. The ways of Kami are mysterious and wondrous beyond our understanding. Day by day, every day, earnestly and reverently, we praise the virtues of Kami, we honor the power of Kami. Shintoku Sanji, page 29. 仰ぎ祭れば天高く仰ぎ祭れば天高く愚がみ祭れば地は厚し神の恵みに生かさ きのなく天地の神のお守りときしかきの隔てなしか慈しみはよろずよにあまねく満ちて果てしなくか働いはくすしくて人の思いど及ばざる我が今月今日やり祭りていたすらに神の御影をたたえますらん神の慰霊を仰ぎますらん。You know how you did. Mitama prayer, page 12. Prayer to those who have gone before us.
We are given a gift of life in this vast and endless universe. It is your duty faithfully, each according to your span of years. You will remember eternally, guide us people from generation to generation, honor the foundation of our society and the roots of our families. Through the mysterious workings of Kami, you entered Konko faith. You walked the way of Konko Daijin, respecting the will of the divine parent. You have asked me nearer to your faith to take in the world beyond and lead to your descendants. Our gratitude is upon this your loving keepers. We revere you as ancestral spirits of our homes, our own divine spirits. We beseech you to stand by us, each and every one. We see the labor of Kami and help us fulfill our tasks as people who have failing. Protect us, guide us, enrich us, that we may never do your faith, that we may have the ultimate generations, that we may live in peace and prosperity within our homes. Protect us, guide us, enrich us. Dear Mitama spirit of the late Reverend Haruko Takahashi, deceased family, friends, spirits of the native Hawaiian people, and beloved house pets that passed. Good morning to all of you. We have gathered here today for our regular Sunday service, in acknowledgement of Kami-sama's blessings and in remembrance of you. We know that you always watch over us and support our well-being and decisions, even more now that you are a Mitama spirit. You are the foundation of our existence, which enables us to be able to enjoy blessings today. If it were not for you, we would not be here. We are here today to honor your divine spirit and to pray for your eternal happiness and peace. Whether through a butterfly, a dream, or a gust of wind, letting us know your presence in these many forms reminds us that your love for us continues. We wish to continue your legacy as an extension of your life and help pass on your core values. We now take this moment of silence to think about you and your generous love and care for us. Thank you. Silent prayer.
As we begin a brand new week, please continue to guide us in everything we do. You are in our hearts always, and we want to thank you again for you. Soten Sanji, page 36. Soten Sanji, Yo no Yawa, Wadai no Kami wa Kami to kokoro sukushite isukimasu rana kokoro sukushite isukimasu rana kotoki ni Yano Kami tachi yo umi no kono tame ni ie no hashira wo shizume tate tamai hatsu kono tame ni onogari wai o mamori tasuke tamai kaburi ono mienu sakai ni mashimase tomo mi tsukushimi no mi kokoro wa usushi yo ni kawarase tamawazu saki mi tama no masaki kusaki ware tamai kushimi tama no kushimi ni megumi tamai te kokoro dashi wa maki no hashira no ugoki naku nari wai wa musubu tsuname no yurubi naku magokoro kiyora ni hame mitsu tame shime tamai ukara yakara waragi aite kini teni uraya tsukuta no shima shime tamai tsui ni utsushi yo no koto o ete kami no mitaro ni mairan toki ni wa kanadazu shimo mukae tori tamai ni tsukushimi o komura shime tamawa mono to kami no minori no tae naru kashikomi kataji ke nami rio yano megumi no oboro ge naranu ureshimi yorokobi mo sukoto mi kokoro mo suzuyaka ni kikoshime shitamae tomo anakushiri no miyoya no mitama anakushiri no miyoya no mitama anakoto no miyoya no kami anakoto no miyoya no kami. our creed, page 73. The Konko faith, our creed. We believe in Tenchi Kami, the divine parent of the universe. Our founder, Konko Daijin, embraced Kami's revelations and as divine mediator answered the call to eternal mediation. Our continued goal from moment to moment is to realize Kami within each of us. We are fulfilled through Kami. Kami is fulfilled through us. The happiness of everyone is Kami's greatest wish. We give thanks for Kami's blessings, mysterious, wondrous, and mundane. Blessings begin with our own hearts filled with harmony and joy. We pray wholeheartedly to Kami, today and every day, trusting Kami as our loving parent, finding peace of mind. Live our faith and service to Kami, each other, and our world, nurturing and nurtured, mutually fulfilled. We revere those who have gone before us, spirits one with Kami, caring for us eternally. We respect and appreciate other paths, taking humanity towards spiritual fulfillment. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here again for our regular Sunday service. In Japanese superstition, they say the dreams that you have on New Year's Day, where what was it? Hawk. So it's if you dream of Mount Fuji, if you dream of a hawk, or if you dream of a random eggplant, you'll have good luck in the whole year. I don't know why eggplant is really random. Anyways, and it says like the first dream you have on New Year's will also come true. And like the first dream I had on January 1st was not a good dream at all. And I was scared, so I didn't really tell many people. I only told my Yano Sensei I did otoloke. And that dream was of a tsunami coming to Hawaii. And just was it yesterday that this volcanic eruption happened from underground in Tonga? Did you see that satellite images? Yeah. It was incredible. It was crazy. It almost looked like an atomic bomb or something. And it had that big mushroom cloud and the wave that generated. It was pretty crazy. And I'm surprised there wasn't a huge tsunami that was generated with that. But I heard like some pretty big waves did come to Hawaii. Yeah, and the other shores. Anyways, every time I see some kind of vivid dream, particularly a bad dream, I do otoloke to sensei. And in hopes that it will not come true. Because sometimes my dreams do come true, it's like deja vu. So I would do otoloke and in hoping that maybe Kami-sama will help deflect it, like maybe make it not come true. Because you do otoloke, it won't come true. Instead, Kami-sama will switch it into a blessing. So doing that, I did see that dream on January 1st of a tsunami. And yesterday there was like a warning that a tsunami might be coming to Hawaii. So I was like, oh no, is my dream becoming a reality? And I was kind of worried, but thankfully it was a minor one. But that volcano, I'm still kind of worried. Like in Tonga, I hope the people there are okay. Yeah, so I hope that everybody's okay over there. So it really goes to say how unpredictable nature can be, It could be a beautiful, bright, sunny day like today, and all of a sudden, boom! I really don't know when that's going to happen. And I asked Clayton, so can that be a possibility in Hawaii too? And he's like, oh, yeah, of course. I was like, whoa! I didn't really think about that. Yeah. But to the earth, it's kind of like the earth just did a burp, right? You know what I mean? Or like a fart or something. It's part of nature. Yet, we humans are so terrified by these things that nature just does naturally, So we have very little control over nature. So we humans should always stay humble. And just continue to pray for everybody's safety. And be thankful of The day that passed by without no incidents. See, that's really important. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share. Anyways, how is your New Year starting off? Did you guys see any weird dreams on the first? No, well, anyways, how about your New Year's resolution? Is it working? Are you working on it? Have you wrote anything on the New Year's resolution card? So anyways, my New Year's resolution was to think and act in the way Konko Daijin would. And it's impossible, okay? That's impossible to become like Konko Daijin. So it's a New Year's resolution that's pretty impossible. So at the bare minimum, I wanted to at least ask myself, what would Konko Daijin do? You know, what would Konko Daijin do? I cannot become like Konko Daijin, it's amazing. But what would Konko Daijin do? So a few weeks ago, we went to the farmer's market and we returned back to the car and I saw this big candy wrapper right in back of the trunk of our car, right on the ground. And it was like flashing. And I wanted to pick it up and throw it away, but there wasn't any trash can nearby. But I didn't want to leave it there either. So I was like, you know, like I don't want to leave it there, you know, because this is Mother Earth and I wanted to try, you know, to be good to Mother Earth. So Clayton said, well, if you feel bad, just pick it up. And so I picked it up and just put it in the trunk. I opened the trunk and put the rubbish in the trunk. They said, we should just throw it away at home. I was like, okay. So I felt better that way. And because at that moment, I was like, what would Konko Daijin do? You know? I mean, it's gross picking up other people's rubbish. Thankfully, it wasn't like wet and sticky and gross or anything, but it was just a dry candy bar or rubbish bar. But in my heart, I felt at that time that Konko Daijin would probably pick it up. So that's what I did. I picked it up. And we were able to go home and put it in the trash can. So, but in doing so, this made me feel good inside. And having that, what would Konko Daijin do, would kind of really make me think on every little things. Like there was an ant the other day on the floor, and usually I kind of smash it with my finger. But I was like, wait, Konko Daijin probably would not smash it. So I spared that ant's life. And I think it's a good thing. So on January 3rd, so anyway, that's another story I want to share. On January 3rd was the first full day of work for this year, and it was raining pretty hard. Really heavily in the morning. So from the house to the car, I ran. And it was 6 a.m. and it was pretty dark outside still yet. And Clayton was the driver, so I was heading towards the passenger side in the front car. I dashed to the door, like fast, because it was raining. And I saw a man in a black coat, and he had a hat. He was standing between our car and the neighbor's car. And I thought he was just our neighbor, you know. So I was like, I came running, and he was like this one. And because I didn't see him, right? So I was doing this. And I was like, whoa. I was like, good morning. And then I opened the door, and then I hopped in the car. And he was like, oh, that's all he said. He didn't say good morning back to me. I was like, that's strange. And it doesn't sound like our neighbor's voice. He doesn't look like our neighbor either. But in that split second, I just thought it was a neighbor trying to get into his car. And then Clayton also said, good morning. And he said, good morning, like in a low voice. And after that, he just went away. And I thought, later on, we thought, this is strange. This guy was probably trying to do something malicious, maybe. That he was probably contemplating, which car should I break into? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo kind of thing. I knew he was up to no good. And I was like, Clayton, should we call security? He said, yeah, go call security. So I called security. And no one answered the phone. And the mailbox was full. So I was like, can't do anything. And it's like, there's a weird guy outside and can't do anything about it. And inside my heart, I began to feel more and more of like this creepy feeling, you know, like, oh man, what was he gonna do? What if he comes back again? What if he tries to climb up the wall and into our room? And I was like getting more paranoid and more paranoid and more paranoid, and all these negative thoughts entered my heart. And then I was like, what would Konko Daijin do? Because lately there have been really weird incidents happening, like people breaking into cars, or even a truck got stolen a few months ago, right where we live. So I was like, it wouldn't be, you know, unusual if something weird happened. But in the time when my heart was beginning to feel really creepy and negative, I asked, what would Konko Daijin do? And then a Konko teaching popped up into my head. There was a time when some dude burnt the founder's hedge, the yard, you know, there's a hedge, but he set it on fire, arson. And one of the church believers came and told Konko Daijin, you should curse the person who did this. And Konko Daijin said, no, we must pray for the person who did this, so their hearts will become good. So that teaching immediately popped into my head, and I was like, oh yeah, what am I thinking negative thoughts? I need to pray for this person. Because it's like, what is he doing 6 o'clock in the morning? You know, he knows security is probably not there, so he's probably planned it, everything. And for him to go that far and do that, his heart must not be at ease. People who are happy don't do bad things. So I began to feel more and more sorry for this guy. And I began to put my hands together and I prayed, sincerely tried to pray for this man. And I hope that, you know, he can find some kind of happiness, that Kami-sama will give him tremendous blessings, that he'll be happy. He'll be one of those happy people that won't have to do anything suspicious around him. And I pray that Kami-sama will bestow him great divine blessings. And after doing that, my heart felt more lighter. And I didn't, all that negative feeling I had towards him, all that paranoid feeling, it just got erased. Yeah, it just cleared up. So I only wanted him to experience happiness and a good heart. And I think this is what Konko Daijin would have done also, because doing so saved my own heart. Faith has the power to save your own heart. That's what it is. It probably doesn't change people, but it changes you. It changes me. And that's where it starts. When we pray for people whom others would curse, we go a level higher than the average person in terms of faith. It's difficult. It's really hard to pray for people who do bad things. But if we try to look at things from the perspective of Kami-sama, Kami-sama provides blessings to all living things equally. And because people usually commit wrongs because they're not happy or they feel something is lacking. So by praying for all people, we will be in the same energy as Kami-sama. This unconditional energy, right? Like, oh, you do bad things, you go to hell. You do this, you do this. And it's like, you know, everyone should be able to receive Okage some way, somehow. So again, by praying for all people, we'll be in the same energy as Kami-sama. And Kami-sama wishes, and never wishes for people to suffer. Never. But again, if we end up suffering, it's because we called it upon ourselves. We pretty much dug our own graves if we find ourselves in some kind of suffering. Faith helps to resolve our sufferings. Always think faith, and then our actions will become faith. So yeah, that was my New Year's resolution for this year. What would Konko Daijin do? What would Konko Daijin do? If I can try to practice this once a day for 365 days, I think it will make a great difference in my life a year later, right? What do you think? Has that question ever crossed your mind in your daily life? What would Konko Daijin do? In Christianity, they say, oh, what would Jesus do, right? So I was like, oh, what would Konko Daijin do? By holding this mindset, I'm pretty sure it will decrease conflict and bring forth a positive feeling throughout your day and throughout your lives. Give it a try. Yeah? Thanks for listening. I didn't know David is off today, so I would have asked him to do a sermon. I don't know if you know this. Okay, you get a break today. Rodney Sensei and his wife Bong will be back today.
But they're close to 2 o'clock.
Oh,
Yeah. So next week Sunday, he will be doing the sermon, so I hope you can all listen to him. And by the way, next week Sunday is a monthly memorial service, which will begin at 10 o'clock a.m. because we will have a general meeting, lunch, and a New Year's party that will follow. So we hope you can join us for that. And today, after our Sunday service, we will have a Kagami Hiraki, which is a mochi toasting and tasting today. Kagami Hiraki means, you know that the big offerings we do, the mochi offerings? That's basically a mirror. And on January 11th is the actual Kagami Hiraki Day in Japan, where they get a wooden hammer and they break it. They break the mochi because in Japan it's super cold, so the mochi will become hard as rock. So they break the mochi. And Western culture, breaking the glass or breaking mirrors is considered bad luck. But for Kagami Hiraki, breaking that mirror is pretty much breaking your old self-image and you're starting off anew. And that's what the meaning behind Kagami Hiraki is. So anyway, today we don't have any mochi to break, but we have mochi for you to toast and eat and enjoy. So we hope you can stay for that. Thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you for joining today's service. Yesterday, the number of COVID patients, if it was over 6,000, around 6,000. Oh, then I didn't expect this much people come over here. Anyway, I was listening to Edna Sensei speech. I remember one thing. Anything could happen in daily living. And a few years ago, both Reiko and Edna went to Portland. Okay? Rodney and Funk was here.
Yeah.
And I was just staying over here. And Rodney came over here. Well, Mr. coming to Hawaii. It's real, not fake. And you say, oh, then we came over here and prayed the Kami-sama, the Konko Daijin. And just in case, I still was the basement when it exploded. Safest place. And went over outside, and people are so calm, nobody working, so quiet. And about 40 minutes later, Rodney said, oh, this was a fake warning. They wouldn't really leave. But I thought it could happen. So anything could happen. In those cases, we can say, Konko Daijin. We just panic. If we believe in Kami-sama, so we can say, outside Konko-sama.
Even during the drill, Yano Sensei sometimes said, Kongo-sama, in a dream. There could be some theological reason why you say Kongo-sama, Tenchi kind of kami. Maybe only Kongo believers say out of Kongo-sama. No other people say Kongo-sama. Say only Kongo believers can say. Sado Mitsujiro remembered the message from Tenchi Kongo-sama, the founder. Say Tenchi Kane no Kami and Konko Daijin out loud, and even if I Konko Daijin do not hear your call, Kami-sama will tell me to answer it. Thus, you can pray anywhere. Quoted from number 2, Sado Mitsushiro, number 4. The founding Konko Daijin always pray daily. When people of the world pray to Ehime Konko Daijin with a sincere and single heart, please fulfill whatever wish they have. The reason why we can say, get blessed by saying Konko-sama, Konko Daijin, Tenchi Kane no Kami, is clearly stated in the following message. A heart is in prayer which can Tenchi Kane no Kami has a web like spiders engulfing the world. If a dragonfly gets caught in the spider web, the web travels is informed. Kami is informed. Kami is like that spider. The way of Kami is span around the world. Even if you're hundreds of kilometers away from Hiromai, your prayer reach Kami. So this is what it is. Number 2, vocation number 5. So, they just used to say Kongo-sama. Even when watching TV, Kongo-sama, Kongo. Just say down. I have to say. But responding to the situation, we can say Kongo-sama. This is a prayer. Impromptu prayer. Instant prayer. On the spot prayer. That can reach the heart. Actually, I was, whole family was in Japan. When Edna was about 2 years old.
Each side, huh?
It's a wife. I traveled all the way to Japan, whole family. And went to my family at Ehime. They made missile. Every year. I helped them to boil soybeans, this big steam, pressure cooker. It's so big. And I tried too much. And then the pressure cooker was sometimes bent also wrong. So they put big nails upside down. It was minute, and too much fire, and suddenly the pressure cooker began to roll on the fire. So, and then spewed off the inside of the paste, and the whole wall was covered in hot paste of soy. And I said, baby said, Kongo-sama. And then Red David Rodney was hiding behind the walls. It all was about to explode. I can sense the sound of the if it could have exploded, the whole family could have died. my father used to say, oh, this could equal the amount of the 1 ton bombs of it. But fortunately, it's outside. After it came down stable, I went to Oshiromai, Goshinze of my family, family, and prayed with mistake. And soon after that, my father came. What happened? I about to grow. Okay, that passed. And he also went to Washington and prayed. Someone said, thank you, Konko-san. Coming to Washington, the same amount of Konko-san. Anyway, I just want to share this. Thank you very much.
Yami Konko Daijin Kichi Haino Bamishin Kayawa Kurumiyari Komu Komushi Yami Konko Daijin Haino Bamishin Kayawa Kurumiyari Komu
Page 164. Page number 8.
64.
164.
Day 2.
Day 2.
Day 2. Day 2, 8, Introduction. Today I will talk about extremely important matters. What I am about to tell you would normally be known only by a select few, including the Chief Administrative Officer, Konko Daijin. However, before the Chief Administrative Officer told me to let all the people know about these matters, I will take these words as an order from Konko Daijin and speak. Do not think that you will hear me speak about such things frequently.
Do not take time to study these matters. These are things which I have known since the time our founder was alive. I am able to speak about these matters because he did not tell me that I shouldn't. There are also some things I cannot reveal because he told me this is just between you and me.
Alright, 9. The process leading to admonitions and instructions of the faith. In August of 1882, I went to see Yoshioka Noriaki, a priest of Nunakuma Shrine of Tomo Town. I carried a letter of introduction written by Nagaoka Noburo of Hirano Village, Yasuna County, which is the same county we live in. Nagaoka Noburo is a principal of an elementary school and a priest. He helped me become a minister and also helped our faith in many ways. He was also the vice president of the Shinto branch office of Yasuna County. I said to Yoshioka, there is a living kami named Ikigami Konko Daijin in Otani village of Bichu province. After explaining his teachings briefly, I continued, I am a believer of his. I'd like to establish this faith as an independent religion and ask for your help. Yoshioka then replied, do you have doctrines? It is possible to establish your faith, but it depends upon the doctrines.
Because I did not understand the word doctrines, I asked him, what are doctrines? He said, don't you have written teachings? I replied, no, we don't, but we have revelations which we receive from Kami-sama daily. He said, please write them down as organized articles of the faith and show them to me. Let's talk again after I've read them. I returned home asking for his help in the future.
Number 3, the next day I went to Konko Daijin's Hiromai and told him what took place. He said, it does not matter whether this faith becomes independent or not, as long as people can be saved.
4. In 1876, a government official gave Konko Daijin permission to help people by delivering his teachings at the Hiromai. However, other Hiromais had a hard time. I told the founder, things will be fine as long as you are living. But after you die, people will think about this faith. People will think that this faith is temporary, unless we have some written teachings.
5. Konko Daijin then turned toward the altar to pray about this matter, and soon received the revelation. It is better to write down the teachings of Kami.
6. Konko Daijin was very pleased and said, Kami has given us permission. I would like all of you to understand how happy he was at that time.
7. I went to the office and Konko Sensei, Konko Wahiawa, who was also very pleased.
8. There were not many teachings to write down in 1882. However, beginning in January of 1883, Konko Daijin asked me to write down many teachings which I transcribed in my altering penmanship. This is how admonitions, Shinkai, and instructions of the faith, Shinkai, were written.
9. After I transcribed teaching, I showed it to Konko-san. We combined this with those transcribed by Konko-san on the present teachings. This was the start of the preparation for independence of our nation. Yoshioka eventually became an officer of the Department of the Interior in Tokyo. Since we were not well educated and knew virtually nothing about how to become an independent man, Yoshioka acted on our behalf and assisted us in many ways. Konko Daijin prayed to Kami, and we soon received Kami's permission to prepare for our various independence. We were very grateful.
おはようございます。Morning. Thanks for coming. ただいまから2つ歌を歌わせていただきます。新人の栄光とシャイニングシマインダイ。今日はお持ちいただきますから。よろしくお願いいたします。じゃあ1番だけ、1番と。さあ、1番とシャイニング。1番とシャイニングシマインダイ。ね
With a heart caught up in doubt and worry, I face my life every morning, wanting to shine, but somehow holding back joy and fear, swell within my heart. Still I know, even when I small down, can run into someday and find a shining, shimmering, brilliant light flowing from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us whenever alone in our lives. When I'm down and ready to surrender, when times are hard and it seems so dark, just knowing each day that I'm never on my own gives me strength and courage to try harder. Hold hands with my friends standing by my side, swinging arms together we will walk to the shining, shimmering, brilliant light flowing from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high, for we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives.
Thank you. ありがとうございました。See you next time.
Yami Konko Daijin Ichi Kano Kami Shinji Dai Wahiawa Konko Konko Shide Kami Yami Konko Daijin Ichi Kano Kami Shinji Dai Wahiawa Konko Shide Kami.
Arigatou gozaimashita. Yano Sensei. So next week, our monthly memorial service will begin at 10 a.m. Not 9 o'clock a.m., but 10 a.m. because we will have our general meeting, lunch, and New Year's party. Oh, yoroshiku onegai. Please join us. And remember to bring your $3 minimum. Oh, $5 now. Okay, $5 grab bag if you want to join our New Year's party. And we'll have our mochi toasting after this, so if you can come. Have a good week. Bye.